so I am super excited. We came to the soap conference. I just found you like a month ago. This is Sarah from the Soap School on YouTube. She's in the UK. I never dreamed in a million years I would be able to meet you, and here you were.
I know, hello.
I know, and I didn't even realize when we were talking to you that it was you. And Mike's like, well, she was a YouTuber. I'm like, well, who is she? Because I've seen almost all the soapers. And he was like, oh, Sarah. And then you said the Soap School. I was like, oh, I'm fangirling. This is so cool. So here's what I love about your channel. I haven't watched all the videos. I just found you last month, so I haven't watched everything. But you take practical things from the kitchen and make them into soap.
That's exactly right.
And you use some crazy things. So now, you just told me the list, so tell my viewers your list of things that you've used, because I didn't know you could use that in soap. So what are some of the things you've used?
Well, what we try and do is a little series really to just celebrate soap making. So it's not about professional soap making or soap making on a big scale. This is just about having fun in your home with things you already have in your cupboards, in your pantry, or in your fridge. Because everything gets expensive otherwise. And there must be so many people who would just love to have a go of soap making with regular ingredients. And that's what it's really been all about. So we started out using paprika and tomato, which most people have sitting around in their cupboards, and that one came out really, really nicely. We even used some dried parsley on the top, which has natural deodorizing properties, so that was a great one. We've used raw avocado with hemp seeds.
That's popular now. That's
really popular. We use Nutella. How many people have a jar of Nutella at home? And you know, it made the most beautiful chocolate soap.
I'm going to try that one.
It is a lovely one. It's a great one to do.
When I try it, I'll link your thing or your video for the idea, because I want to try that one. That sounds cool.
And then we've done well, the most recent one that we did this week was lemon with black pepper. And how many of you have either ground pepper or the normal peppercorns? And what inspired me to do that one, it's a soap I've actually made for years and years and years in lots of different ways. But I saw Molten Brown, you know, they're a high-end brand, and they had this bar of soap, and it was between, I think, like $17 and $20-something, and it was black pepper soap, and I'm thinking, why would you charge that kind of price for something that you can make with things you already have in your cupboards?
So what is the purpose of a pepper soap? Because when I think of pepper, I think, well, that's going to burn me. What would be the properties that make pepper a good soap ingredient?
Well, not very much of the pepper is actually going to be in contact with the skin anyway, so you're using it in the same way that you would any other type of exfoliant, like coffee grounds or something like that.
So more of an exfoliant?
It's going to be exfoliating, it's going to be getting rid of the dead skin cells on the skin, but it also has warming properties. So people who have joint pain, for example, often use things which are warming. People who do sports do things which are warming. So it's often used in that kind of way as well. Now, it's not something I'd use specifically on the face or around the eyes. But
or other areas that could be delicate. You probably don't want to do that.
Woo! The peppermint test.
Man, that could be bad.
Exactly. But it looks beautiful, and it just celebrates natural ingredients.
So what would tomato do in a soap?
Well, that's actually a really good question. So tomato, it's something you say tomato, I say tomato. And we both get soap.
We do.
But the great thing about using tomatoes in soap is we don't really think about it when we're eating foods. We know that they're fresh and they're full of this, that, and the other. But tomatoes are full of alpha hydroxy acids. And your AHAs are all of the expensive things that you're using in your skincare that are supposed to give you this youthful look. And it's right there in your tomato paste, your tomato juice, even a can of tomato soup.
Oh my goodness, that is so
cool.
So
they're all things you already have that you can utilize to make really good soap.
Now, people heard you say Nutella. Now, they're like, what? Why would you use Nutella? But when you think about the ingredients in Nutella, okay, it's ground up nuts, it's cocoa, and it's sugar. Those are all the things that we use in soap.
They absolutely are.
The nuts are made into oils.
Yeah.
The sugar helps it get bubblier. And the cocoa, a lot of people just use it as another exfoliant, or in this case, it would just be like a colorant or for fragrance. Is there any properties in cocoa that are good for soap?
Well, there are.
What are they? There you go.
Well, cocoa has quite a few things, but it's supposed to be skin tightening.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that either.
But
Wow.
it doesn't seem to be working. I'm eating cocoa all the time.
You're not.
And I'm like, maybe I need to eat more.
There, see, that's it. That's exactly what you need. That's exactly what you need. Then avocado, everybody knows avocado. That's all the rage right now. Now, here's the question. Why doesn't avocado turn brown? Do you know in the soap?
I really don't.
I don't either, and I need to ask Kevin or somebody.
Yeah, but one of the things that's really important when you are using things like that, it's very important that you really puree them well. So don't just kind of tickle it with a stick blender or a sieve. You really do need to make sure that any type of, I also do, there's a couple of videos on other things. So we've done one with apricot puree and coconut, desiccated coconut. So anytime that you're using soft fruits or avocado or anything like that, you really have to make sure that it's well pureed.
Okay.
Think about a banana. One of the things I'm always asked by my students is, can I put bananas in soap? And you can, but it's really difficult to puree a banana properly. You always get little kind of chunks of it.
Yeah, you do.
So the thing is, would you leave a banana on your work surface for 6 months and then eat it? No. So if it's something that you can puree fine enough that it becomes, almost a juice or a very refined puree, it's going to work great. But if you're going to be leaving big chunks of soft fruits or things which are going to go off, don't put them in the soap.
That's a good rule of thumb that most people don't know. You don't want chunks in your soap,
You don't.
which sounds crazy, but it's something that you don't always just think about, Okay, one last question. What other things do you use out of your kitchen, such as oils and that kind of thing, to make your soap?
Well, in this collection, because it's called Pantry soap making, I didn't want to go for expensive ingredients like cocoa butter, shea butter, things that you'd have to order from a supplier's. I really wanted it to be something that allowed everybody to have a go at soap making. And there's a lot of ingredients that you have either already in your home or that you can buy from your regular stores without paying shipping.
Yeah.
So things like canola, I think you call it. We call it rapeseed oil.
Okay,
You call it canola, but it's the same thing. That works really, really well. Olive oil, sunflower oil, avocado oil, and I've been looking at Walmart. You've got some amazing oils.
Oh, we have.
Right in your, your supermarket.
We can get pretty much everything to make soap, even down to palm oil in the form of shortening or Crisco.
Exactly.
And coconut oil. I used to get, before I started making big batches, all my oils at Walmart or a place called Big Lots here is
I like Big
another.
Lots.
Do you guys? Yeah. Oh man, it's great. And so you can get it just at the grocery store.
Well, I was amazed. We use rice bran oil. But it's quite expensive where we are. And one of the reasons I love rice bran is it's fully sustainable. Every part of the plant is used. And I love sustainability. But you sell rice bran oil in a different form. So I believe Lowe's sell rice bran oil as turkey fry oil in these great big
and after
drums
Thanksgiving,
cheap.
Thanksgiving it's on clearance, even less.
Exactly.
So if you go like the first week of December, you can get it for I think it was 5 gallons for $17.
I know. I almost.
It was ridiculous.
I was like, I need to fly there now. I need bigger suitcases.
Yeah, exactly. Because I saw that and I was just like,
it
that's
was
100% rice bran.
good.
Yeah. So look for alternative.
Exactly. But one of the key things when you are making soap is you can't just use liquid oils. And we do get asked this all of the time. So all of the recipes that we have on our YouTube channel use a solid cooking fat. And actually in the UK, it's either Crisp and Dry or Trex. Over in North America, it's Crisco, and we put that right on the recipes. So if anyone wants to have a look at the recipes, they'll be able to make them whether they're in the UK, Europe, the middle of Africa, or in America.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Yes, that's kind of a passion of mine, because a lot of people, you know, our other website is Living on a Dime, and we're all about saving money and doing things yourself. You do not have to go pay $22
Exactly.
for a bar of fancy schmancy soap. You can make it yourself at home, and
have fun.
exactly, it's a ton of fun, isn't
Exactly.
it? So, all right, thank you so
You are
much,
really
guys. Go
welcome.
subscribe to Sarah at The Soap School. The link is in the description below. She has her recipes, everything. Visit us at livingonadime.com. Like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.